Yes, welcome in, viewers. Week number 2 of the full 10 questions. And after Tim got the full 10 yards off to a winning start last week, he is back once again to defend our very poor reputation. Tim, how are you doing this week, buddy?
Yeah, very well. I will say that Adam has trolled us, and is the ultimate intimidation tactic of wearing his Full 10 Questions Season 3 winner T-shirt, as you can see there. But what I will say is I'm going to draw upon the wise words of what a famous person once said: "Even a blind nut finds a squirrel."
Yes, that hashtag is going to get some worldwide traction, my friend. I've still been giggling to myself since Monday night when you came out with that beauty. Yeah. And you've already done a good job of introducing him, but let's welcome in our competitor this week, a man who has got some form as our Season 3 winner, of course. You'll find him over on the Long Snapper podcast. Adam, welcome in, mate. How are you, buddy?
Yeah, very good, thank you. Nice to be here and try and defend my crown, although I'm looking back at this and I lucked it all out. There's no other way of putting it. I don't know how I got this T-shirt, but got this T-shirt I did.
You've been there and done that.
Mate, and if anyone was in any doubt, we are true to our word. We do give away prizes at the full 10 yards.
Yep.
The Vegas Raiders did me a favour yesterday, well, Monday.
Oh, they did indeed. They scuppered all three of us in that Pick'em League. Me, Baggy and Josh all went with the Saints, and obviously that didn't happen. But anyway, boys, that's for the podcast. Let's get into this week's full 10 questions. I will share my screen with you now to bring up the Kahoot app that we will be playing alongside. Obviously, play along at home. So as before, and you would have seen last week, fellas, bonus points the quicker you answer. And if you can string a run of questions together, you also get those bonus points as well. So good luck to both of you. Let's start week number 2's full 10 questions. So, question number 1. Dak Prescott was directly involved in 4 Cowboys touchdowns. How many touchdowns did the other NFC East quarterbacks combine for?
Jesus.
So was it none? Was it 1? Was it 2? Or was it 3? So whichever the correct answer is, Dak outscored them all personally, but how many did the other 3 combine for?
I'm thinking Washington had a bit of a comeback, which was the reason for my guess, but
I think I thought
so the correct answer was 2. It was a Carson Wentz rushing touchdown for the Eagles and a Dwayne Haskins touchdown throw for the Redskins. So there were only 2. Daniel Jones didn't find the end zone at all, either on the ground or through the air. So first question in the books, yes. Tim takes the early lead. Question number 2. Which player opened the scoring with a touchdown at Lambeau Field between the Lions and the Packers? Was it Kerryon Johnson? Was it Aaron Jones, Marvin Jones Jr., or Robert Tonyan? Yes, well done, fellas. Obviously, the Green Bay Packers ended up big winners in this one, but it was indeed Kerryon Johnson. They got the Lions off to a decent start. Seems a bit of a trend, doesn't it? Along with the Falcons, the Lions, another team that seem to get up by a big scoreline and then can no longer hold on to it. Adam's off and running. He's coming for you, Tim. Let's keep this momentum going. Question number 3. Which New England Patriot returned to Russell Wilson? He watched it in full, but he couldn't remember the right McCourty brother. It was Devin.
It's just standard.
50-50 chance, I guess, as long as you got the brotherhood right. Obviously, it was Devin McCourty. Obviously, after that, Russell Wilson took over and ended the day with 5 touchdown passes in a very impressive performance. So no change on the scoreboard. Question number 4 coming up. In a game full of injuries, who finished as the 49ers' leading rusher against the Jets? Was it Jeff Wilson, Tevin Coleman, Raheem Mostert, or Jerick McKinnon?
Oh, geez,
I've gone for Mostert. He had a huge one early.
Oh yeah, right.
He was one of the injuries though, wasn't he, as well?
Yeah, he was. That led me down the wrong path, that one.
Yeah, he was indeed one of the guys to get injured, one of the many 49ers to get injured, obviously, in week number 2. But as you alluded to, Adam, an 80-yard carry on pretty much one of the first plays of the day, pretty much sort of sealed that for Raheem Mostert. He did finish, indeed, as the leading 49ers rusher.
Damn it. Oh, no.
That's changed things dramatically.
Oh, no. Here we go, under pressure.
Pressure indeed. Question 5 then, fellas, is the picture question. So obviously you will need to type the answer in for this particular one. Can you tell me who is in this week 2 image? Love this question. It always reminds me of catchphrase. We've got an answer in already. I think Tim's gone early. Adam's answer's come through now as well. Obviously, it was Lamar Jackson.
The Texans logo was the first thing I could, or the Texans colours was the first thing that I could see.
Yeah, another dominant performance from the Ravens and Lamar Jackson. I would have given you either Lamar or Jackson. I wasn't too sure what you guys were going to type, so I wouldn't have given you either of those, but you both obviously all names.
I could have saved me valuable seconds.
Yeah, this is it. Tactic favouring down the line.
Right then, halfway through, Adam has a slender lead. So let's see what the back 5 questions can do. Which quarterback threw for more yards in the Chiefs at Chargers game? Was it Patrick Mahomes or was it Justin Herbert? It was indeed Justin Herbert, just about as well. 311 for Herbert against 302 for Patrick Mahomes in a very impressive debut. Doesn't sound as though he impressed Anthony Lynn enough, though. Not sure what else Justin Herbert really needs to do to be better than Tyrod Taylor, but there you go. Answer streak is working in Adam's favour here as Tim continues to get him right, but he's obviously behind the 8 ball. Question 7. Which defender recorded the most sacks in week 2? Was it Ndamukong Suh? Was it DeForest Buckner? Was it TJ Watt? Or was it JJ Watt?
This is a guess from me. I'm not going to lie.
I think, as I've said a few times on the podcast, let's reserve judgment until they've played some slightly better competition in terms of the Giants and a backup Denver quarterback. But we'll wait and see what happens as the season progresses. But yeah, TJ Watt, 2.5 sacks on the week. All the answer streaks have gone then, fellas. So 3 questions to go. Nip and tuck all the way to the end in this one. Question 8. Several tight ends led their teams in terms of receptions, but who had the most snags on the week? Was it Travis Kelce? Was it Dalton Schultz, Mike Gesicki, or Darren Waller?
It's another guess. Oh, a good one this time.
It was a good one, mate. He had 12 snags for the Raiders on Monday Night Football. A lot of people pre-season was thinking that he was going to be a bit of a one-season wonder, particularly when they upgraded the receivers. It just seems to have opened up even more room underneath for Darren Waller, and he feasted on the Saints. 12 grabs for him on Monday night.
Derek Carr seems to like him, I think.
He does indeed. Good games from all the tight ends, though, this week. Even Dalton Schultz has replaced Always Jarvington. We need a different hashtag, obviously, moving forward.
We do. Shame you didn't put Jono Smith in that question, because I don't know if Adam would have been swayed by Jono Smith.
No, probably not. The Titans spread the love a bit more. Typically, he had obviously 2 touchdowns and a big gain early on, but not too many sort of small receptions that would have added up.
Yeah,
nice thought though.
Several tight ends getting involved in the passing game. Bit of a change of emphasis across the league. It would seem lots and lots of teams getting their big packages on the field with more regularity. Still nip and tuck, boys. Could go either way. 2 questions to go. So let's go to question number 9. How many passes did Joe Burrow throw in defeat to the Cleveland Browns? Was it 51? Was it 56? Was it 61? Or was it 66?
Come on.
Wow. Oh.
Come on.
61. Yeah, huge amount of throws from Joe Burrow. I think I saw a stat that he leads the league in passing attempts, which is no surprise after throwing 61 in a single game. But I believe he's the only the third. Well, I think there's only been 2 other quarterbacks drafted that have thrown more passes in their first 2 games than what Joe Burrow has done for the Cincinnati Bengals.
How many of the 61 were while he was running for his life?
Do you know what? All joking aside, he looks actually, in my opinion, he looks very composed. I think he obviously hasn't got a stellar offensive line, as you've just alluded to there in Cincinnati. And to be fair, Myles Garrett, Sheldon Richardson, Larry Ogunjobi did have good games for the Browns. With the last question, as with last week, I'm going to give you some names to put into an order. So just put the colours in the order you think is correct on your keypads.
I need a Greg Zuerlein onside kicker.
Put these quarterbacks in order of most passing yards for week 2. Start with the most and end with the least. So your 4 quarterbacks I want you to order are Jared Goff, Josh Allen, Teddy Bridgewater, and Kirk Cousins. I've made it slightly easier this week, in my opinion.
I think this is an educated guess on this. I'm feeling okay.
Well, one of you has got it right and one of you has got it wrong, because the correct answer and the correct order is Josh Allen first, Teddy Bridgewater second, then Jared Goff, and then obviously the game to forget for Kirk Cousins. So only one of you got it right, boys, and let's build up some tension as we bring I love the fact that it tells us nobody finished third, which is great because there's only 2 of you playing. But in second place with 6 out of 10, it is Tim. So the crown has gone after 1 week. So congratulations, Adam. 7 out of 10, 6,362 points. That T-shirt has obviously brought you plenty of good luck, my friend. I will make a note of your score. So we have now a benchmark set as a weekly winner. You obviously now top the leaderboard as the first contestant to take down the full 10 yards team. Congratulations, mate. Must not all be luck. You must either be very good at guessing or you know more about the NFL than you actually are letting off, mate.
Maybe a bit of both there, I think. That last one fell into my lap because, I paid a bit of attention. Obviously, Kirk Cousins was clearly last. Teddy Bridgewater had a sneakily high, well, one of those throwing a lot of passes when you're losing sort of games that gets him a few garbage time points.
Yeah, absolutely. 367 Bridgewater ended up with. It'll be interesting to see what the Panthers do without Christian McCaffrey for the next few weeks. He's obviously such a huge part of the game plan normally. So Teddy's yardage may well start to rack up even further. Tim, we will obviously discuss this off air, my friend. You've let us down horrendously. I will bring this week's edition to a close and say bye-bye for now. Bye-bye.